One.
I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic.
I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much, but I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was.
Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere except on Raw.
That's for sure, King. There's not another brand of sports entertainment out there that can compare with Raw.
Now, if only we could get that through Michael Cole and Taz's heads, then they'd stop running their mouths on SmackDown. I almost feel bad for Taz and Michael Cole. They never get to call matches as good as this.
SmackDown's had its fair share of exciting matchups, King, but I'm inclined to agree with you. There's nothing like watching the Raw superstars perform live.
And we're so lucky, JR. We get to see them every single week.
One. Two.
See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We've got the best superstars, the best fans,
and the best announced team. Don't forget that.
I was going to say that until you interrupted me.
One.
Now I'm just hoping I haven't lost Taz's phone number.
3. 4.
You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup.
Oh, come on, JR. You're just talking through your hat.
2.
And speaking of hats, when are you going to get rid of that silly thing anyway?
Right
4.
about the time you stopped wearing that crown, I'd say.
It's matches like this that make this the greatest job in the world, JR.
Absolutely, King. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they haven't. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up. Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King.
2.
Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the divas.
4. JR, you know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing it.
1. 2.
These superstars
3.
are so unpredictable, this match could go
4.
another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
5.
I hope it's the latter, King. It wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if this match lasted the rest of the night.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be...
3.
No. Go ahead and
4.
say it, JR.
All right, I
5.
will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
I wonder how long these superstars will be able to keep this up.
They'll go as long as they need to, King. And if they can't, they... That's for damn sure.
One. 2.
Boy, these
3.
superstars sure have their hands full here tonight,
4.
JR.
They sure do, King.
5.
They've got all they can say grace over.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher. If I live to be 100, I'll never understand why they leave so many damn weapons under the ring. It's almost like they want the superstars to use. The ring bell is taking its toll on his opponent.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
8,
yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR.
9.
I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
10.
Wow, what a match, JR. There's no better way to prove who's the better superstar, JR.
I have to agree, King.
Yo, I rock from South Bay to LA, from NY to Texas. You seeing who the best is, homie, now check your records. I'm reckless, you better call the EMU. These rappers getting...
And introducing the challengers, from Iowa, the Superstar, and from Iowa, Tank. And introducing the challengers, from Iowa, the Man, and from Iowa, the Man. The following contest is a ladder match, and it is for the WWE Tag Team Championship. From Texas, the Superstar, and from Iowa, the Superstar.
Welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Law.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. Can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight. There's not an ounce of quit in either superstar, but only one will remain on the ladder. intensity of these two superstars trying to stay on the ladder.
The quickest way to lose a match is to underestimate your opponent.
I don't think he's underestimating anyone, King. I think he's making it clear that he refuses to be intimidated.
Can you believe we're actually watching these
This has turned into a real slobber knocker. 15 feet in the air.
I don't think that these two are fighting for their lives on that ladder. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. Whoops! There goes the referee.
Oh, man! And now there's no one to keep order in this matchup.
They're beating the heck out of each other, JR. Someone's going to take a tumble.
You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment will these superstars be able to back and forth? These two are going to trade blows until someone falls.
It looks like these superstars. It's a long way down for whoever loses this fight, JR. I see what...
My God, look at the intensity of these superstars battling 15 feet above the ring.
This is great, JR. Would you call this one a slop?
Whoever wins this fight might just win the match.
What a move! It's not hard to tell why that's his finisher, JR.
What a battle. Neither superstar can afford to be knocked off the ladder. That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans for that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly.
They know there's not enough room for both of them up there. I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR. Whoever loses this fight might just lose the match too, JR. That's one way to use a ladder.
Both superstars are fighting to stay on the ladder. You're not going to get him with that one. Both superstars are beating the hell out of each other on that ladder.
So who do you think's going to win this match, JR?
I'm not even going to.
A fist fight 15 feet in the air. This isn't going to be pretty. I can't believe he countered that one. Only one of them's going to stay on that ladder, JR. Who's it going to be?
Oh, man. I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty. Whoever loses this fight is going to take a heck of a fall, JR. It's like he read us all the time.
Neither can afford to lose this fight and fall to the mat.
You think it's going to be a long way down for one of these two superstars.